For some 10 years we have provided our YASM templates as Visio diagrams and as an ARIS process model. And now we have added a third platform, BIG Process Design by GBTech. Why did this happen now? Because we noticed BIG was becoming more and more popular with businesses and public administrations, and customers kept asking for it. So it looked like an obvious move. What we provide is a real native BIG repository that you can import into your BIG cloud or on-premises installation. Then it's just like any other content that you have created yourself. So you can modify and customize these processes in any way. First, let me show you how to import the content we provide into BIG. We click on Administration in the main menu, and then we go to the Administration area for repositories, where we create a new, empty repository with the name of our choice. When the new repository shows up in the list of repositories, we can switch over to Diagrams in the main menu at the right, and select our new, empty repository here from the drop-down list at the top. Now we can import the contents of the YASM process map. In the context menu of the repository, we click on Import Archive. In the File Selection dialog box that appears, we select the zip file from the BIG export folder of our delivery archive. Then it will take some time for BIG to build up all diagrams and objects contained in the YASM process map. After 5 minutes or so, we get to see a success message indicating that the import has been completed successfully. Now the contents of the YASM process map will appear here at the left in the BIG category tree. At the top level of this tree, we find several folders or categories as they are called in BIG. If we select an item in the category tree, the adjacent list view will show all diagrams contained in the category. The process folder contains the process diagrams, and a good starting point for exploring the content is the top-level diagram with an overview of the YASM service management processes. At the top are the service lifecycle processes: service strategy, service design, build, operation, and service improvement. And at the bottom we find the supporting service management processes, such as service portfolio management and change management. In this BIG diagram of type Process Overview, like in most others, we use two types of symbols. The activity symbols represent processes, and the document symbols represent data or information. With the data objects we describe information flows between the processes, such as this one. From service design, we get a draft service definition as an output, which is a key input for the next process in the service lifecycle, where we build new or changed services. I hope you will agree that, with these information flows, it's not too difficult to see how the processes are supposed to play together. Now, for each process, a click on the link icon opens the next level of detail. So, to find out what's happening inside of service design, we click on the link to open the attached diagram with more details about service design. This diagram shows, at the left, the inputs provided from other processes, and at the right, the outputs from service design going to subsequent processes. In the middle of the diagram, we find an overview of the sub-processes inside of service design, again with information flows. This diagram here tells us that, as part of service design, we first need to define the service properties, then design the required infrastructure, outline the implementation approach, and prepare the service implementation. For each of these sub-processes, we can go down once more to the lowest level of detail. If we click on the link symbol, this will open a BPMN or collaboration diagram with one or several swim lanes, representing YASM roles and activities. So here, at this level of detail, we get to see what activities need to be performed by whom in the process. Since the YASM process map always includes the English and German versions of all diagrams, you can easily switch between these two languages anytime. The currently selected language is shown in bold at the top right corner of your screen. Click on the double arrow to toggle languages, and immediately everything will show up in German. But we stay with English, because I also wanted to show you that you can modify and adapt the processes. Before we can do any editing, of course, we need to check out the diagram. If it is not visible, we also need to open the Symbols palette, which holds all symbols that we can add to the current diagram. Now, let's do a very simple example. We drag a task symbol onto the diagram, adjust the sequence flows so everything looks perfect, and add some description of the new task. There are no limits. You can change anything in here as if it were a big model that you have created on your own. Now, let's go back to the previous diagram again, where we can explore the details of a typical big object, such as a process. If we select one of the process symbols in here and open the Details pane in the sidebar on the right, we get to see more information about the process object, such as the object type, the process objectives, process inputs, and process outputs. If we look closely at the object type field, we notice that this current process object is a catalog item. Catalog items are reusable objects that are defined once in the big catalog and used in many diagrams. In the context menu of catalog items, we find Open in Catalog to display the complete set of attributes of the item. In this view, we get to see, apart from the process name, its ID, and so on, also a link to the process's associated BPMN diagram and another link to the allocation model. What's the allocation model? It's a process overview diagram with a list of all inputs required by the process and all outputs produced. So this gives you the complete picture of the process inputs and outputs. In the sidebar at the right, we can also open the Occurrences tab. This shows all occurrences of the process object. So here we can find out where, in which diagrams, the process occurs. Since catalog items are important building blocks of your process documentation in BIC, there's also a catalog view available from the main menu. There you can see the complete list of catalog items or search for specific ones. In the case of the YASM model, we find that it contains various types of catalog items, such as activities or processes, documents, and roles. In the Activities section, we have all process objects used in the diagrams. In the Details view of the object, we can check out the attributes of the object, and of course we can also change the attributes as required. The YASM process map also includes a RACI or responsibility matrix in Excel format. You are probably familiar with such matrices. Ours shows the YASM rows in the top row, and down on the left we have the complete list of YASM processes. For each YASM process, the RACI matrix shows which rows are involved, using the abbreviations defined in the RACI model. So R stands for responsible and A stands for accountable. This was just a quick overview of our YASM process map for BIC. If you would like to explore these processes on your own, please get in touch so we can provide you with a sample repository that you can import into your BIC process design. You can also check out the YASM website and the YASM wiki for more information about the YASM processes and our process templates.